Let me show you how the boss does it.
Win. Show me where to go.
One enemy remaining.
그래, 가는 거야. 자, 얘들아, 패치노트 2.04 시간이야. 정말 신나겠지? 엄청 시끄러울 거거든. 좋아, 가자. 네가 아스트라야? 실력 좀 볼까? 너 꽤 독특하구나. 먼저 X 스킬 천상대 형상. 주 공격으로 맵 어디에든 아스트라가 별을 설치할 수 있어. 별은 F로 소멸시킬 수 있고, 이때 짧은 연막이 생성돼. 연막을 길게 쓰고 싶어? 그러면 이 스킬로 별을 활성화시켜봐. 성운이 생기니까. 나도 이런 연막 하나 주면 안 될까? 와우! Q 신성 파동! 이거 완전 불꽃놀인데? 터지는 순간 뇌진탕이라니! 너 마음에 들었어? 이번엔 C 스킬 중력의 샘을 볼까? 별을 활성화시키니까 나 느려졌어! 심지어 취약 상태까지! 볼수록 신나네! 궁극기는 이름부터 어마어마한데? 우주장벽이라니! X 스킬의 보조 공격으로 맵에 장벽을 설치할 수 있어. 우주장벽은 탄환을 막고 소리를 흡수하지. 아, 이거 친구들 벽 좀 느끼겠어? 아스트라, 나랑 같이 파티를 열어볼까? 다음은 시스템 업데이트. 드디어 액트 2가 시작돼. 잘하는 친구들은 랭크 레이팅이 조금 감소하고 모두 불멸 상태로 경쟁전을 시작할 거야. 다들 리더보드에 이름을 남기고 싶지? 불멸을 찍고 랭크 레이팅을 꾸준히 올려봐. 우린 해낼 거야. 느껴진대도. 이제 요원을 선택할 때도 게임이 시작되어도 같은 편의 티어가 표시되지 않도록 바뀌었어. 다들 게임에 집중해. 끝나면 티어를 볼 수 있으니까. 자, 마지막 패치 소식이야. 이제 친구들과 함께 랭크 돌리기가 좀 더 수월해졌어. 즐거운 발로란트 파티가 시작되겠는데? 어때? 오늘 패치노트 신났어? 난 너프가 아니라서 좋았어.
첫인상을 잘 남기는 게 중요하지. 자, 날 잘 보라고.
Only time I like that I ever hide from is red and blue lights. I don't sing their song. Where you at? Yeah, where you come from?
폭발한다.
Who you wanna become?
잘 가.
Move your body, move a leg. Everybody here.
이게 중력이다.
One to the right, down, one to the left. Never stay still. Move again.
우린 시작도 그 과정도 지켜봤지. 이제 끝낼 차례야. 우리가 이기고 있어.
Anything I want, baby, gonna take that. Too much I want, so I'm never leaving. Whole team
이번엔 운이 없네.
protect at all costs, yeah, like a wave cat.
다들 진정해. 시간과 공간이라는 건 너의 생각과 완전히 다르거든.
Mr. Bullseye.
Could some heartbreak to get moving. Tired of the way you let me down. You fill me up with broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down. So, all my time, oh, don't try. I don't like all the things you do, mess with my head. Just pick me up, let me down like you don't care. This is for my time. I don't know which way I'm going. I don't need to, as long as I don't have to stay with you. You fill me up with broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down. So, all my time, oh, don't try. I don't like all the things you do, mess with my head. Just pick me up, let me down like you don't care. This is for my time. All my time.
Down Halbay. There was some pretty ingenious cloudbursts. I got a house. Oh, headshot there, gets the kill on Halbay, dropping the spike. Cobra takes Harry out. 10x with this that we've seen going forward here. Oh my god, actually immediately running in. Buzz, 2 kills. House. Lawrence pops out of the cloudburst, gets the kill right there. Oh my god, Lawrence with 2 big kills. It's all up to this moment. Got him with the spray, gets the kill. Is it enough time to control this area? Look at Harry now, hanging back, buying time in here, setting up the right crossfire. Are you kidding me?
The omen here, it's going to be tough.
Oh my god, that's
Checking over and over.
okay. Here we
Rolling
go.
Thunder goes down for them to do, and gonna go.
Jojo gets the kill on Buzz. 10x takes out Cobra. Splash with a kill on intro. 10x takes out Lawrence. Slash then takes out 10x.
Oh, this is a tough one for them.
Could go either way here.
Oh
my god!
Oh my god! Oh, one got 3 kills! Now just Jojo left over. He's gonna get taken out as well.
And welcome back, everyone. We are halfway through day 2 here for VALORANT Masters Korea. I am Chobra, your host here for the analysis desk, joined by Ending Life, of course, our analyst. And I mean, that was some game 2 for the first 2 teams in Group B.
Yeah, it definitely was. The funny thing is AP Prince chose Ascent.
Yeah.
And that was the outcome of that second map.
It's just the last time these two teams met, they traded wins on the map the
Yeah.
opponent chose. And then again, right, we saw Muyaho not looking as strong as you would have expected on him, and they still got the win. And then, like you said, of course, on the flip side, they just completely sweep through on Ascent, which was the opponent's pick. So it was a bit rough. Of course, that's a 2-0 sweep here for Muyaho, and they're going to be moving on to the winner's match. Now, something that, you know, as we're looking at the results and how these brackets work out, of course, the game was pretty short, especially map 2. But something we want to touch upon, I mean, both of us are, you know, Korean and English translators. We kind of get both sides. And I know some people are wondering where Team Muyaho's name comes from, and you've had to shout it a couple times on interviews. So Muyaho, it comes from a TV show here in Korea called Infinite Challenge. Some of you might know it. And Yaho is kind of like a woohoo. It's like a shout. Yeah. So they asked an old man once on the show, like, hey, do you know what our shout is? Like, we shout our show name. And the guy was like, yeah, sure. And they were like, all right, well, we'll set you up. They were like, Infinite. And he's like, Infinite, woohoo. And that's how it became Muyaho. It's just a meme around the kind of the TV show, and now it's kind of just like a shout for the newer generations, right?
Yeah, it actually became a very famous meme with the old guy going like, Muyaho. Like he's doing that, right? And like that became a meme, and it actually became really famous all around Korea.
Yeah.
So that's why Chobra actually gave that short, brief, but good explanation for you guys that were curious. But yeah, so if you guys notice, every time Muyaho won around and the camera would show them, like Harry was always saying, Muyaho. Like, I don't know if you guys caught that, but if you rewind back and check it out, like, that's what they're doing. They're shouting out their chants and, you know, getting their, you know, pumped up momentum going.
Yeah, it works well, right? Because their team name is a shout. I mean, it's a bit of a meme, but it's also a shout, so it gets some momentum going. But right now, we have two other teams waiting to play on stage here, live in the studio for Group B. It's going to be Damwon Gaming Kia and F4Q. Now, what is your just overall kind of outlook on these two teams? Damwon looking better and better as the days go by.
Oh yeah, definitely. Damwon is definitely a strong organization itself. When you look at the organization, they will get all the support they need, and they have the team house, you know, they have the coaches, they have the analysis. So, like Damwon Gear Gaming, in terms of paper and what they should, is a 2-0 on F4Q, right? Like, you guys are seeing the highlights, and Damwon Gear Gaming, they have had some roster changes recently, and to be honest, that kind of gave them a setback rather than a leap forward, because they had to reevaluate on the team, or reevaluate on who's going to play, especially the Jet. If you guys have been keeping up, Texture's been playing the Jet, and it has been going back to Chibap, who's originally the new member of Damwon Gear, but originally a better Jet player overall. But they have different styles, so like there's so much to think about and consider of, you know, who's going to play the Jet on which map. So there's so much things that they still have to, you know, finish clearing up.
Yeah, they have to iron it out a little bit. It's a little bit crinkled still, so it sounds like individually, isolated, these players are good. Obviously, like you said, the Damwon organization has a great setup for a team to grow further, but right now, they have to figure this out. Who's going to play what? Who's playing what role? What's your mindset going into the game? Now, on the other side then, F4Q, quite different from kind of that environment of Damwon.
You know, the funny thing is, like, I can't see chat right now on YouTube, Twitch, and Africa, but I know that any English viewers that has been keeping up with challengers, I don't think I need to explain anything about F4Q. I think you guys may know F4Q better than me. So it's like, yeah, Damwon, yeah, they had the roster change, they have this and that to work on. F4Q, I think it's the viewers that has to explain it to us, because you know, they're so famous in Korea and globally. They're a group of streamers and YouTubers, some ex-pros like Efina that has been ex-Vision Strikers, ex-Quantum Strikers, ex-TNL, now joining into F4Q, but you know, they're just big band of troublemakers.
Yeah, I mean, troublemakers sounds kind of the best way to put it, right? And quite frankly, for viewers and sometimes us, it's kind of a nice treat, right? It's a departure from the kind of everyone does the same tried and true methods, the same tried and true strats, and they're here to just shake things up both for their own joy and ours as well. So no matter which way this goes, this should be a fun match. Now, these two teams did face off, of course, in the last Challengers Week, and there we did see Damwon take the win.
Oh yeah, definitely. And obviously you have to keep in mind that this was all online. during the Challenger. So I emphasize this because playing offline in a different environment, right? Like, yeah, you try to make it, get your settings and environment as best as you can, but you know, at home, if you're playing on your computer, like right behind the screen, it's a wall, like there's no distracting lights going back. Here, it's like it's all open, the ceiling super high, the lightings are different, the tables may feel different, like the temperature may feel different, like the I can go on, but I know as gamers, these guys, they're very, very sensitive at these, and playing on a LAN environment could change things up. That's why, I don't know, like with this score, yeah, Damongia 2-0s. And I would go with this if it was still online and they're playing from their comfortable environments, but now it's offline, so I don't know, it's up in the air.
Yeah, well, that's something to consider, right? Is that F4Q, again, they're kind of in it just to show what they can do, have a little fun. They're a very low-pressure team, but on the flip side, Damwon, like you mentioned, generally they do very well, and especially on online, as we can see on the records, they do quite well on 3 of these maps, and even Haven, 50%, not
That's
terrible. It's okay. It's an F, but it could also be passing. If it's,
would your parents not spank you if you got a 50?
Well,
on your
I
test?
would choose to take that course pass fail, and then I would pass, and they would never know what the actual percentage was.
Okay.
All right, I would think next level there. I'd play 40 chess with my parents. All right, so I would take a pass fail. That's a pass for me. But generally, they also seem to pick some varied agents. Damwon is, I think, more of the kind of textbook team here, whereas F4Q, their numbers are kind of all over the place.
Yeah, and as you say, all over the place, they have the 50-50 on Haven and Bind, whereas Split, 86 and Ascent 69, not bad. No Icebox, as you guys can see for yourselves. So just looking at these map pick rate and win rate, obviously, and you saw the previous matchups head-to-head with F4Q and Damongia Gaming, Damwon is definitely above. Like, they're supposed to win. And I keep saying they're supposed to, even before getting into the match, because I don't know what's going to happen today. It's LAN.
Yeah, I mean, we emphasize this a lot, and some people might feel that how big of a difference does it make? But especially for a first LAN tournament for a game, and especially for a lot of these players. I mean, we were talking with some of the Korean analysts, and they mentioned the whole thing about what's behind the monitors, and sometimes that's why you choose to put more experienced players on like either end because there's more space next to you. And it's like, oh, okay, like that's actually another level of that you hadn't really considered. So there's a lot, but F4Q probably won't be as effective, not only with their experience, but also just their kind of environment, right? They're very low pressure.
All right, well, we do have that map prediction that we always get. And, we're going to continue on about this LAN environment. But for now, the map prediction, Haven and Icebox. Yeah, Icebox, I think, to be honest, for both of these teams, this is a prediction, but it could be Damongia Gaming banning it. It could be F4Q banning it. But either way, just like the previous match, Icebox will definitely be banned. And the Haven ban pick on Damongia Gaming, I think these guys, with their win rate, you guys remember, both had 50% on Haven win rate. And the other maps were a little bit better. So obviously, Haven being banned is going to be there. So Haven Icebox, I think this prediction this time around is correct.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense for Damwon, right? If you don't ban Haven, maybe F4Q just says, well, that's their weakest map, so let's try to pick it. So they are going to try to take that out. So we'll see if the maps pan out this way. Now, the teams, we talked about their environments, where they're coming from, right? What the team support can do for them in terms of Damwon. But what about key players? Now, for Damwon, let's talk a little about Texture, who's a player you brought up earlier playing that Jet.
Yeah, so Texture on Jet, even before everybody else came in regarding the roster change on Damongia Gaming, Texture was the quote-unquote entry fragger / carry / just headshotting everybody on the team. And he still plays the Jet. He still plays the Raze, depending on if Chibop is playing the Jet. But yeah, Texture is definitely on point. But his play style compared to Chibop, I'm comparing these two because they're both Jet players.
Right.
So Texture is more poised. He's more passive. He's more team-oriented plays. He's more about the crossfires compared to Chibop, who is, all right, I'm going to go in. I'm going to make the kills. I'm going to be the superstar. You guys follow me.
Gotcha.
So, Texture, I guess, in a team environment and a team game is more preferred.
Okay.
However, you sometimes need an outlier like Chibop. So
sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes someone just to pop off on their own. But of course, for this match, we're going to keep our eyes on Texture. And I think it's what you mentioned, right? What they offer on top of just their individual skill. Now, on the other side, I mean, F4Q, we can probably go with anybody and have a lot of stories to tell. But this time, let's talk a little bit about Bunny on the side of F4Q.
All right, well, Bunny, guys, you guys know Bunny, or, you know, he's even made up memes on the global channel, Bucky Bunny, Bunny Bucky, whatever you want to call him. He's there, the double B, and he is just an incredible Raze player. You guys may call him, you know, Raze One Trick, and I'm pretty sure he's not ashamed of being called that Raze One Trick because he is so good with the blast packs. Not only the blast packs, he's just so good as an entry fragger. He's probably, if we had to just, you know, pick MVPs of entry fraggers, Bunny would definitely be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how
good he is.
Yeah, that's how good he is, especially on that Raze, like you mentioned. No shame about playing that Raze. Well, I'm hearing you kind of hyping up F4Q a little bit. Are you predicting them to win this match?
You caught me, man.
Oh, okay.
You caught me.
you're gonna put your eggs in that basket.
I'm not even gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna go 2-0 at 4Q.
Wow. You're comfortable with that.
Yeah,
It's on record.
I'm gonna have to go for that.
The world has heard you.
Yeah.
F4Q 2-0.
If I was home and someone, like a friend asked me, maybe I would say, oh yeah, you know, Damwon, you know, they have the organization, they have the player. But no.
Okay.
This is live on the record,
right.
F4Q 2-0.
Listen, I know Artosis gave us a whole lesson about being a coward, but I feel like this is going a little far for F4Q 2-0. I am a coward, so I'm just going to go with Damwon Gaming 2-1.
2-1?
I'll just literally
my
take
God.
the safest
It's
route
like the
possible.
safest of the safest.
Listen,
square.
I gotta survive, okay? So Damwon Gaming Kia 2-1 for me, but F4Q for you. I mean, I think that would be fun to see though, like that kind of score, that kind of, you know, a slight upset in terms of on paper. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need that in a tournament to keep the energy going. Now, in terms of, you know, other players, we had some key players there. Is there anyone else you're looking out for, or is it just like, what is F4Q gonna do today?
All right, so the two key players on Damwon Gia, the two I already mentioned, right? Texture and Chibop are the two players that you guys should be looking out for if you have no information. And on the side of F4Q, all 5 players are definitely individually skilled, but for the quote-unquote fun, exciting moments that you want to see, it's either 5K and Bunny on that Raze and Reyna. And, you know, Goddead is definitely a solid Jet player. And I think F4Q Jet or Goddead is the only Jet player that usually doesn't get to shine because the other guys shine too much.
Yeah, because usually we see the Jets like everywhere. MVPs, key players. It's all about those Korean Jets. But F4Q has a little bit more variety. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are almost ready here for match 2 of Group B. No matter the result, this is going to be a fun match. So make sure you stay tuned for Damwon Gaming Kia versus F4Q.
All is good, I am ready to move. All is good, I am ready to groove. All is good, I am ready to move. When we dance, I've got nothing to prove.
If you don't speak, then you won't get spoken to. People only see you when you up, then they notice you. Trying to be a legend, create lines is quotable. Only the real shall last, and I only know a few. People when they feelings always acting emotional. Ain't about a check, then it ain't negotiable. Gotta show respect to the people that's posting you. Soon to be on posters posted up like the older dudes.
Now we aging like fine wine, how we supposed to do. Peep the shade on the timelines, this time posted cool. Shit is black and white like photos from a disposable. Certain situations you ain't end up uncontrollable. useful. All up in their head, I be so confused. I just brush it off, peep the shoulder moves. We all got the same 24, so it's no excuse. Switch it up. We could rap or produce. The things you can't have is forbidden fruit.
It seems like people love telling lies on me. They know that I'm the one, they got their eyes on me. They know I'm here to stay, yeah, and I won't leave. We do this for the fans, for your eyes only. Just watch closely, bet they all gon' see. They don't fuck with us, but they still gon' breathe. Don't talk to me, man, you gotta show me. If it ain't ISO, then it ain't in
In search isolation from all negativity. They tried over and over, but can't get rid of me. We gon' do our thing until infinity. Beware the industry, please stay in control of your dignity. Yo, people fidgety, that's why they can't sit with me. They all full of bigotry, puffing on their nicotine. Nigga, please never let another man belittle me or take away my liberty and search for positivity.
It seems like people love telling lies on me. They know that I'm the one, they got their eyes on me. They know I'm here to stay, yeah, and I won't leave. We do this for the fans, for your eyes only. Just watch closely, bet they all gon' see. They don't fuck with us, but they still gon' pray. Don't talk to me, man, you gotta show me. If it ain't ISO, then it ain't Indies, yeah.
What's up, everybody? We're back here at Valorant Masters Korea, and we just wrapped up an excellent best of 3 with Muyaho dominating in an impressive 2-0 performance.
Yeah, they really crushed it in that second map of Ascent, 13-2, one of the most one-sided things that we've seen thus far. So they go to the winner's match. APE Prince not out as of yet. In fact, I mean, I could see them recovering in this group. It's not impossible.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to wait and I think take it one game at a time. They seem to be very strong in the first map and then completely ran out of steam. And I think confidence, to be frank, in that second map on Ascent, especially the 3-0 once we flipped over to the other side.
Well, when you're down 12-2, it's really hard to come back from there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. APE Prince in a loser's match. We'll see what they do in a couple days' time. Muyaho awaiting the winner of this next match, Damwon versus F4Q.
That's right. So, Damwon Gaming Kia and F4Q. Now, I think this is a little bit more of a predictable bout that we're going to have here. I think Damwon Gaming Kia should come out on top. F4Q is unusual in that they are a team that is mainly they're content creators out here. They're streaming. They all stream their matches together over here in Korea.
Let's call them what they are: accidental pro gamers.
Okay, actually, I think that's kind of fair in a way. I mean, they're very good. They've got a lot of symbiosis together, but they sign up for this, and here they are. They've gotten past the first phase. They're past challengers. Here they are in Masters. And they have risen above many of their peers. We don't know how far they're going to go. It's a different background, a different structure, a different type of work style to be a content creator. I mean, this is why, there's streamers who are huge out there, and many of them are top tier at the game, but a lot of times some of the pros are not. The big streamers at times.
Yeah, totally. And generally, the big streamers are very good, but not top level,
And there are exceptions to this, of course, but, as a general rule, you can end up with top-tier players that do stream a lot and make great streaming careers, but it can happen after the fact. So, up first and foremost here, Damwon Gaming Kia, big sponsor behind them out here in Korea. This is a multi-game esports team. They take this very seriously, and there are some great expectations rested upon their shoulders. But they're going up against, what is king during this pandemic is people that are making their own content, making their own stuff, and they've ridden that success. They're, F4Q is basically making memes in between games, uploading the videos of their highlights, and getting their streams to be built bigger and bigger and bigger. Very entrepreneurial. I really respect that. I just don't know how far they're going to go, or unless they decide to, really go full time. But time will tell.
Yeah. Well, Damwon, I think that this team, it's like really interesting. Life talked about it with Chobra quite a bit during that little panel, but they're a team that they've had some roster changes. They're still trying to figure out where they're going with this. They're switching around agents still. It's hard to say where this team is going to end up, but I personally feel like they have a ton of potential, and I think that they are not playing at their best yet. And I think when they find that groove, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now, we talked about this in the previous best of 3 before we kicked off the first game, but I think it's even more important to emphasize here now. This is a very big environmental change for F4Q being here in the studio with the cameras in their faces, the lights, the sounds, everything. That's a different world from streaming.
Yes, indeed.
And so I want to see how their performance is going to be here. They're looking relaxed. They're looking like they're having fun. But, again, this is a real different beast to take on when you're not playing from the comfort of your own home. And I think it's a real Cinderella story if they actually do come out here performing insanely well.
Dude, I think it would be amazing to see, really.
This has really been the dark horse team of the entire tournament.
Yeah. Some of these players, though, are super strong. Like, one of the first players that really impressed me was Bunny.
Yeah.
Like, Bunny had this one game on Sova that was just out of this world. I don't think he even plays Sova that much now, but he's looked fantastic. 5K has really been stepping it up a notch lately. The whole team is playing very well together. So, I'm interested to see how they can do. I just can't, when we're really, this is like the real pro part of the tournament, right? We're in the Masters now.
This is the big leagues now, yeah.
So,
a lot of the early part of challengers here in Korea is trying to map out, okay, so like, who are some of these teams? We've got some like Vision Strikers where, like, we know the history of Counter-Strike. We know what some of those players have done in the past, but for other teams and Korea not having the same level of history in tactical shooters, some of these guys we're kind of building the story round by round, day by day here,
as stories are built.
Whoa, you're so good. All right, so you can see Texture right now, the MVP here. And it's not as common in Korea to have like a Phoenix or a Raze. We have a lot of Jets. as the MVPs here.
Yeah.
But this time around, it's going to be Bunny, who also mains as Raze here. The F4Q, they do seem to be one of these teams that has kind of the square shape can even fit into the circle hole team.
Yeah.
Where they will a lot of times select the same agents across the board. You know, other teams out there have really shown quite a dynamic approach where they'll completely reconfigure their setup based off of, I think, not even just their map, but what they expect their opponent's comp to be.
Yeah. I feel like over the long term, that's where the real strength is going to lie. But honestly, in some of these earlier tournaments, playing who you're best with, knowing how your team functions together, how to take a given room and stuff with what you have, I think that can be a very powerful approach, like sticking to those basics, not getting too complicated.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, time tends to be king when it comes to, like, probably the perfect play will always bubble up to the top.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen immediately. And
No, it takes a long
sometimes
time.
people that are sort of sticking to what they're basically most well-rounded with can function pretty well here. As you could see, Artosis and I very brave with our picks. I did select it as a 2-1 where Dan went way left field and went with a 2-0.
Yeah.
For Dom 1, Game of Kia.
Well, that's just how I feel. Listen, when you got a player as nasty as Cheebob on your team,
And I'll tell you something. That's what you want to be going on, is how you feel in moments like these predictions, okay? You don't want to go, well, they won this and did that. You want to go, you know, there's something right here. Right there. It's right there.
there. Yeah, no, I think Damwon's going to take it. You think Damwon's going to take it? Jung In Ho, does
In Ho
not
says
think
no.
so. All about F4Q.
Yeah.
His boys.
F4Q, let's see how they do. I think they could take a game depending, but it's possible this is a 2-0.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is we've seen F4Q have great rounds, have great games. But I feel like every week going forward, we're going to see a stronger Damwon. And they've had time to prep for this.
Right.
Right? Like, I think that they're going to have it together. And they just in this third round went into new roles with a lot of their agents. So I think even this last round didn't show how strong they could be. So, I mean, I think F4Q are funny. I think they're cool. I want to see them do well.
I'm a fan for sure.
But you know what I want more than that, Tasteless? For my prediction to be better than yours by one map.
You can see here, Haven and Icebox are our map bans. And that will leave us with Bind, Ascent, and if we do go to a map 3, Split.
All right. Yeah, Bind being first here. Yeah, I guess we didn't see it last time.
Yeah, Bind going to be the attacking side selected here for Damwon Gaming Kia. And it's going to be the attacking side for F4Q on Ascent. Interesting.
Yeah, I just want to see the agent picks
So,
now.
another day goes by that Artosis and I, we've heard of Icebox as a map. Have we seen it in a cast?
No, not so much.
Not so much. This
Play
is
it plenty, 20% of the time.
Oh yeah, no, I get it all the time and when I'm queuing, but as far as I'm concerned as a caster, this is kind of like trying to find Bigfoot.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. Just vetoed forever.
Well, we just haven't found it yet, Artosis, Bigfoot denier.
I am a Bigfoot
you
denier.
You ignoramus.
Listen, I thought I found Bigfoot, but honestly, I just told you to put your shoes on and everything was all better.
Again, guys, we have the players in our studio. We cannot yet have an audience, but when the pandemic is defeated, do come down and check out our studio here in Jamshil. It is huge. It is beautiful. And it's going to be so hype when we actually have people down here cheering. The world's getting closer to being back to normal.
All right, so it looks like 5K is going to take his Reyna that he takes so often. Not surprised at all by the agents that we're seeing go. Like you said, F4Q does not. They're not that flexible, truly.
And they are one of the only teams in Korea. In fact, I think I might be correct in saying that they are literally the only team we don't have a jet on almost always.
Yeah, well, I think we have seen Jet for them sometimes. Like GodDead was playing Jet for a little bit. Here we see him on Sova, which I feel like is not normally what we see.
Yeah, we've had Bunny, I think, go Jet as well.
Yeah.
But this time around, no Jet. I mean, I think it is doable to play without a Jet, but you know, these guys are kind of in their own mold here. Damwon Gaming Kia, and we've seen this become slightly more trendy now, is going with the Sky pick. In this case, Secret taking that.
Yeah, she's been popular on this map, especially.
She's really shown, I think, a pretty big range of versatility. A lot of different ideas at play when using a Sky in different positions.
What do you think about the agent picks here? Is there one side that you prefer?
You know, I will tell you, I think they're both a little bit more obtuse than what we've been casting before. I think on paper, maybe Damwon Gaming Kia's pick is a little bit better.
Yeah.
I think there's pick is also, I should say, a little bit safer. Perhaps.
Yeah, honestly, looking at it, I think Damwon has a way better agent lineup, and I feel like F4Q is going to be very reliant on 5K having a great game.
I think you might be right. Okay, guys, game 1 has loaded up. Our map is by. This is Damwon Gaming Kia versus F4Q. So the pistol round will be played from Damwon Kia attacking into the 2 spike sites A and B. On the defense is going to be F4Q to stop the spike from being planted or defuse it.
Down comes the Trailblazer into the bath, shoots that down.
Yeah, we
around the corner here.
We do occasionally have a little skirmish over here by A-Baths as one side wants to get the orb. And in this case, it'll be our first...
yeah, Texture getting taken down there.
Yeah. Our overlay breaking for a second there. Hopefully that'll come back up.
Yeah. I was looking.
All right, there we go. There we go. Texture. I was like, did Texture die? I thought, but the overlay says no.
Look at that. It's kind of cool. Throwing that flash into U-Haul while Jet boosts forward there. The tailwind.
And
5K waiting.
All right, gets the kill there. And it's 2 in a row there. 5K now out of the picture as this is a 4 versus 3. We can see F4Q scrambling to try to get in here and get a defuse. This angle is going to be hard to take. The crossfire setup is very difficult to deal with. The Sova bites the dust as we now just have Athena left over in a basically almost impossible situation, but hold out.
2 versus 1.
2 versus 1 is manageable.
Yeah.
Shot right in the hat.
Right.
Yeah.
And generally that hurts because underneath the hat, well, part of the hat at least, is your head.
Is your head. Depends on how you wear it. And so, I would say, you know, a great start here for Damwon Gaming Kia. Pretty commanding performance, getting into the A site. And really, I think it was clutching the kills of the players that were already on A, not getting the kills of the ones that were trying to come back and save it.
Of course, that defensive rotation a bit harder than rotating on that offense. Let's see what Damwon wants to do now.
And so...
looks like we have a few Spectres in there.
Yeah, we had some minimal buys over here for our defenders, F4Q. And once again, you know, some attention over the orb in showers.
Yeah, I like the Trailblazer popping in there, checking out what's what. All right, Texture through the window, throws those paint shells. Ooh, getting a lot of shots there through the wall. Does end up taking out Goddead with the blast back.
And now some attention over here to B. It's just a Cypher remaining, possibly a bad read here from F4Q as Reyna's going to come back here to defend, which is going to leave this Cypher alone, outgunned, and now picked off here as Athena is out of the picture, killed by Chibob. And the teleporters will be an attempted fast fix to this situation, but I don't know if this can be reclaimed very easily.
Yeah, 5K is popping out from that B hall, but not going to last very long. Secret takes him down. Looks like they want to come in through the window. So tough, though. Paint shells come in. Don't really get that much done.
Yeah, doing some damage through the smoke to Chibob, but, you know, pretty much impossible to come back in this position. No time, no HP, nothing really going here. The best you can hope for right now is a kill, and that has not happened yet.
Yeah, Bunny tries to back out, but does get picked off by Eugene. And Damwon winning the pistol round as well as the round afterwards. Pretty standard.
Going into the 3rd round now. This is one we can hope that F4Q can maybe begin to leverage the disadvantage they had. They've saved money. They can start to buy some rifles, try to pull something off here. But again, Damwon Gaming Kia, they've been looking stronger and stronger every day. They've been casted out here in Korea. And I'm very curious to see what their approach is with the spike and how they want to initiate, as this is one of the more pivotal rounds in a Valorant match.
Yeah, definitely a very important one here.
At least one where you need to win it. If you don't win it, it's a huge deal.
Lots of Vandals over there, so let's see how that goes for F4Q. They've really got to hold on here.
So the Brimstone smokes are down, indicating that this is going to be a push into A, although one of the Sova, I should say, is hanging back here for now.
Throws in that Trailblazer.
Kelly firing some shots through there. As the you can see the attacking team cannot quite get into there. This Omen's got this fairly well covered.
Backing out now. 5K rotating around the site, trying to shoot through the boxes. No one's there though.
You look at how they're hanging back here. They're going to wait for that diffuse sound to queue before anybody's going to poke out and try to get that damage done. Good kill there on Goddead, taking out Cheap Up. Texture kills Da. 5K with the kill onto Texture. And that is the moment where F4Q can put their first win on the board. Nicely done.
Such an important round, that third round. Good to see them take it down, and only one of their members dies, so get to retain their nice guns.
Yeah, it was a win they needed, and the way they won it was very important. As you said, only one player was actually killed, so they can carry that equipment with them into the fourth round.
Vandals versus Phantoms up next. Only Secret taking that Vandal.
Yeah, with those Phantoms, certainly you can take some more surprising angles and try to get some good picks. Of course, you're not going to do as much damage at a great distance, which may make some positions less desirable to try to attack from or poke out at.
Throwing out the double flash there, trying to get it to go into U-Haul. Pops right in, Cheapob does. Takes down that Owl drone. Oh, beautiful shock bolt coming in. Some serious damage being dealt.
Okay, more shots now coming through here. The spike is being planted outside of U-Haul. You can see the Secret just has this great cover over here, able to, for Texture to take out Da easily. 5K with a kill on Eugene.
Throws out that blast pack. Doesn't get anything with it. Showstopper is ready right now.
Okay, trying to get this defused, but there's not exactly enough time to do so.
And only Athena left over.
Yeah, this is a tough spot. Always a lonely position to be the last player left as a Cypher.
Yep. Is indeed, poor Athena. I mean, gets it down to 1 versus 1, but gets picked off. By the way, I gotta say, I really like this teamwork that we're seeing between 5K. Oh wait, no, not 5K. Sorry, between Secret and Cheapob, because basically they're flashing into U-Haul, and Jet is just flying right in there with the tailwind and throwing down the cloudburst, and he's taking damage a lot of the time, and then backs up, and then Secret heals him.
Yeah.
So that teamwork that we're seeing there, they're basically clearing a very powerful area over an A each time and being very efficient.
I could not agree more, Artosis. And I think once they've got control of U-Haul, there's not as many comfortable angles to poke out without being hit from, two complete opposite directions. Like east to west, you could be hitting crossfire. And so I think that's what's allowing them to basically post-plant, actually control the round and get the win.
Yeah, I mean, that's all that A is about, right? Is U-Haul anyways.
Right.
You got to get in there. And as your attacker, able to pop out and kill anybody. Now, a big spread. They haven't pushed in very strongly anywhere yet. Secret has it covered in here. Oh, kind of interesting. Oh, actually getting some really reasonable hits there, Eugene does.
But backing up now, notice that there's a 3-player set over here on B, which means that A should be the soft spot if they attack into it with the Brimstone smokes coming down as it is. We're going to have what looks to be another spike plan here just next to U-Haul.
I love the location, too. They can back up and really defend that very well.
Once again, the Raze and the Jet are both in control inside of the U-Haul. They've got Sky, actually, they can pop out from showers. I mean, there's just so many angles that you have to be ready for to try to defuse, which makes economizing your time extremely difficult.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And look at that. Secret just pops Omen in the back of the head as he comes in. Cypher shows his face in U-Haul, and it gets ripped off. Look at that.
Oh my God, Chibab with a massacre here in the end. Takes the round, 4th win on the board here for Damwon Gaming Kia. And, you know, it's some of the same ideas at play over and over again, but they're doing it so well. I don't know if there's any real incentive for them to stop. They're basically getting into A, as you were pointing out, Artosis. They get control and bully out anybody who is occupying U-Haul. And from there, you know, with 3 brimstone smokes laid out, they've got time to plant.
And then if they hold baths, like, what else is there? They have all the locations.
Yeah, exactly. And if they need to get creative with any smokes later on, they've got the jet. And they basically just, they hold it perfectly here.
In comes that Trailblazer, gets shot down. Of course, we have the dark cover there as well. The Blade Storm has been procced here. See what Chibab does with it. Goes towards A short right now. Oh, wow. Right through, gets Secret in the head through the box.
Yeah, pretty big play there by Bunny. Get that shot off. And so being hobbled before the spike can even attempt to be planted is Damwon Gaming Kia, but they've already reclaimed those kills here now.
Ooh, good kill by Chibab. Doesn't take any hits there from Da. Boosts forward, gets through.
Now note that nobody's actually planted the spike yet. It's being couriered up here by the Rays. Texture will quietly plant here now, and I mean, from here it's just 2 players, Zafina and Goddead for F4Q.
And look at how the plant location changes as well, right? They have 3, so they go to U-Haul, they go to Bads, and they plant it closer to the truck. Whereas before they planted much further away and took the A short path. Really cool to see these differences from Damwon. Now Chibab coming out, throws down this guy. Oh my God, turns there and gets a sick kill onto Cypher. Chibab.
This is getting pretty insane, dude. I mean, they're just massacring this team.
Yes, they really are.
Every time the positional play is perfect. They're basically reacting way quicker than the other team.
They're so scientific and methodical at taking over A.
It's insane.
Like, I see it. It's beautiful. It's hard to even say because I'm a lowly noob and they are amazing. But just the teamwork that they have with the smokes, where they're setting the spike and where they're standing based on who they have left and the positions they're in, it's beautifully done. Whoever's calling the shots here is awesome.
Yeah, they're all completely in sync with each other here. Now we got the showstopper, which is going to get the kill on Kelly.
Nice one. Boombot comes out, throws out the paint shells as well. Trying to get whatever he can done. Kelly's died, so I mean, it was all worth it for sure. Now Chibab waiting for him to come through. He gets a little shot through the wall.
Wall banged him for a second there. Chibab is going to get the kill on 5K. 5K has not had some very good initiations so far.
The heal goes down as
well.
well.
Basically, if you're the Reyna, you need to start to get kills and momentum. And really starting to control the start of the game. If the Reyna's killed off immediately, it's generally a bad sign for a team that's going to be dependent on that Reyna.
Especially with this composition that they have. It really, like I said, it does feel like this is all up to 5K. 5K has to kill it.
It does appear to be top-heavy for sure.
Yeah.
So once again, a spike plan A as the lowly Athena comes back. That indeed B was not the site that was targeted. And, you know, this is one of the things about a Cypher. In a position like this, that's most likely going to be killed here. We'll see if they can reclaim it. Da does it. Chibab gets the kill on Da here. Just the Athena left over, but the Cypher is not helpful in a position like this of trying to reclaim A after it's been planted. It's great at making B so booby-trapped and so risky to overextend into, but one of the counterplays into that, just strategically here, is to have such a good push into A over and over. I mean, the smokes they're setting up.
Yeah. Well, you can set Cypher up in A.
And that's what I was going to say, is I'm wondering if they need to mix it up. We do have this with Killjoys and Cyphers where they will have a occasional rotation of putting him in an A after he's been in B for a while so that you get a little bit more guessing going on. But right now, it's like F4Q is kind of following some of the same patterns here, and you're just watching Damwon Gaming Kia circumvent it.
Yeah, that's definitely what we're seeing. Oh, wow. Goddead actually getting a sick off kill there on Eugene down B long. But, yeah, I agree with you. I would like to see a little bit of a difference. Oh, that's a Marshal?
Marshal, yeah.
In fact, they got 2 Marshals, 5K and Goddead. Got a
I
small
think they're
police force
realizing
going on.
that
2 sheriffs, 2 marshals.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're realizing, okay, we need to do something. The straightforward play isn't working out. And I'll tell you what, this appears to be maybe their best round yet besides the win they got. Okay, but this is the moment where it's going to be an attack once again onto the A site. And here comes Texture now going to get the plant over here. Secret has just had some amazing play on this side of the A site in almost every round.
Yeah.
You can see each player has a specific role they want to have on the map here. Like Secret always controls baths. Now Secret's out of the picture. This gives him a little bit of a better spot.
With the neural theft, so they know exactly where they're at. Now Texture ready there with the showstopper. Gonna boost out and shoot it out. Beautifully done. And Kelly somehow, someway gets the final kill. Damwon just indestructible.
You know, one-sided or squeaking by over the win. Damwon Kia just has such an immeasurable point lead at this point in time. I mean, it's 7-1 here. And that was a pretty alternative approach here from F4Q. I mean, they had 2 marshals back there.
Yeah.
And it sort of looked like it was working for about 25 seconds. Yeah. I think that some of those positions, you could see Damwon was not expecting to have any kind of sniper rifle hitting him at, and it caught him off guard. But again, they just once more seize A, grabbing A by the throat, planting that spike, and then just defending it perfectly.
Yeah. You just saw Athena, by the way, get the kill on Eugene as he was coming over towards B-Long. So a little bit of a mistake there for sure. 3 against 5 right now. If F4Q can't take this one, I don't even know what to say at that point.
Okay, Chibob killing off Bunny. Particularly here through A showers, the gunplay is just eliminating a lot of control here. They're getting those pushes into U-Haul. This time it's going to be showers where they're going to have a little bit more dominance here. The Reyna, though, 5K over here, is actually picked off there by Kelly.
Seekers actually do a nice job pushing everyone back, making them show where they're at. Flash goes down, but that's all right. Even though it gets Flash, going to go ahead and plant. Secret backing up down A short. I believe that's Chibob in the showers. Yeah, pops out, gets a kill there as well.
Just got dead here.
Chibob ready.
Fakes the defuse.
Oh
my God!
Single tap to the head.
Yeah.
Chibob on 17 health. And again, that was because he was paired with Sky. He took a bunch of damage early on. Sky healed him up. Then he got hit again by a shock bolt that should have killed him. Had 17 health left. Clutches the round.
It's one of these funny little mini games too, where it's like he hears the defuse and he says, "Okay, that's your fake defuse. You're gonna have to do one quick sweep and see if you can find me. I will just hold this position here perfectly." And great closure there. And it's now 8-1. We're in the twilight of the first half.
Yeah, Sheriffs all the way here for F4Q.
And F4Q has basically been constrained financially so much by having so many losses. I mean, this is basically them doing a save to hopefully have maybe another win later on. And I don't imagine that Damwon Gaming Kia is going to let them even get this win.
No, I know.
I mean,
it's sad too. They had to sell their old mom's TV to get these guns, and
yeah,
it's like they aren't able to win with the good guns. How is this going to work out? We'll see if they can. Looks like they're going to rush into B for once. So let's see if the Cypher has done a good job setting it up. He has pulled back into that that elbow rather. They have infiltrated the site really heavily, keeping those smokes up. And Athena does fall, unfortunately, over an elbow.
Yeah, everybody's smushed up here in the hall leading into B. And now we've got Chibob just backing out. Texture with a triple kill on 5K. God dead and da! Eugene closes it out with a kill on Bunny, 9-1.
Wow, flawless victory.
Man.
I was getting scared Chibob wasn't going to give him that fist bump, man.
I know.
It's going to be hard to play without your mouse hand, you know?
It's going to be
because you can't put your fist down. That's defeat.
No. You got to hold it out there until at least the camera changes to say you got it later on.
Like, no, he did fist bump me. I don't know, it changed too quick.
So just bananas by Texture, completely massacring that team. And one of the few moments we've had a spike plant on B. You know, we talked earlier on about how Muyaho was being a little bit too repetitive on Haven, taking A too many times. And we were saying that in part because it only worked about half the rounds. But with the success rate that Damwon is having at A, I mean, I appreciate them mixing it up at B, but I think really they're showing that both of these sites are very much under their control.
Yeah. Well, they've gone B so rarely that they're not even sure how they'll try to infiltrate B. Like, we have a very good idea how they infiltrate A. But now, as you start to get the pattern of that, maybe that's how you do it, right? As you start going to B. Look at this. They're doing that push once again.
Damn!
Oh, my. Are you kidding?
G-Bob, nuking faces, 5K and Da out of the picture for now.
Just some ridiculous play right there.
And now it's actually going to be possibly the Cypher getting pinned up here. Gotta have your gun out.
Yeah.
And
Right,
so
they know where they're at. 3 against 2. Let's see if that's going to be enough. Gene throwing down those arrows. His opponent as well.
And this actually could be the round that actually is won here.
Okay.
Our round ends, but our graphics do not keep up. But that is a victory there for F4Q with great defense. That kind of throws me off when it doesn't keep up. I'm like, huh?
I know, yeah. Like, they still have 2 alive. There's still a chance.
I know. They died, but down there it says they still have 32 health, so I'll go with what the graphic says.
Yeah, the graphics. I don't trust my own eyes.
So now we only have one more round here. I will say this, F4Q needs to thank every win they can get here.
Yeah.
The problem is that the disparity is so insane.
It is pretty wild.
So Boombot sent out, and this is more of a traditional B-site push. One that they, I think, have been waiting to defend for a while, and it didn't come until the very, very end. Goddead getting 2 headshots there immediately.
Yeah, they're taking a ton of damage. Only Texture left over, and, well, he gets Bunny right there, but it's a 1 versus 3. Not too easy.
Seems
he has
like
that showstopper. Don't forget, this is it. We have to switch sides after this. So.
Yeah, everything resets.
Yeah, you got to use that showstopper for sure.
Now, I think it's a real long shot that Texture can do this, but yeah, I think you're right. With the showstopper, with how well Texture's played, if Texture could take a couple isolated fights, I mean, it's very clear now that B is not being taken. We have the Reyna 5K coming across the map.
Yeah.
It's 44 seconds. Oh, that's kind of a funny looking play. All right.
Oh, wow, that was quite the shot from 5K popping out. But yeah, they do get that. Okay, so 9-3, picking up that last round for F4Q. It's a steep climb out of there. It's another one of those rounds where if the pistol round goes to the leaders, it becomes almost insurmountable.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's such a tricky position now. I will say I find it kind of funny. Damwon Gaming Kia pulls out some of the other stuff they can try to do at the very end there. It doesn't work. It seems like if you're really crushing that hard, maybe it's better to kind of stick with what is already working for you. But, well, you know, having a randomization in positions and play is because otherwise
Honestly,
you're not keeping them guessing.
Yeah, I think if you don't do that, I mean, you should just in general like game theory of it, right? But like, also you got to play the whole tournament.
That's a good point,
you can't have too much weakness, even if that's like almost half practice getting him to be there. They need to show more than one thing, or the next opponents that they play on Bind are going to be super ready.
Yeah, I guess having that variety out there, having that ambiguity out there as well. We're going to go into the side switch here. Again, this pistol round, it's essential for F4Q to win it. Otherwise, momentum may build up to what will require literally the most clutch play you could have from there on out. Let's pretend that the pistol round does go to Damwon Gaming Kia. F4Q may lose, 3 out of the first 4 rounds, and then they have to win everything from there on out.
Yeah. All right. We got 2 Ghosts, 2 Frenzies for Damwon. We got 3 Ghosts, 2 Classics over on the attacking F4Q side. See what F4Q can do here. Last pack in their way in. Oh, get picked off very quickly going towards that U-Haul. Does get the kill, though, on Chibob and Fina. Unfortunately, taken down.
F4Q trying to push through here. Bunny barely alive with 3 HP. We have not had the spike planted yet. They're going to go with the teleporter play, dashing through. And intelligently so, we don't have Damwon coming through the teleporter as well. They're going to try to meet them. Of course, it's a longer travel distance to try to get over to this spot in time. So the spike gets planted. We've got the raise and elbow. If she peeks, she could end up getting picked off. I mean, 3 HP, I think you don't want to... Oh, nice!
Oh my god. Oh, okay, that was actually Dog getting the kill.
Yeah, I did the same thing, yeah.
I was like, damn, that was good. But Kelly goes around the corner, gets Bunny, and easy kill with only 3 health. Doc using that shrouded step to reposition, but found immediately by Kelly.
Okay, gets the reload, switches to the Ghost here. Not enough in the 4th win taken for F4Q, and that was the first necessary step.
That was important.
Yeah.
That was super important. Now it's 4-9. Not nearly as bad. They can make it 5-9. We know they can. It's doable.
And I think it was so important that they decided to go into teleporters when they did, when they realized how committed Damwon Kia was to actually defending the A site.
Yeah.
They said, okay, B is actually naked, and a lot of teams will not chase you through the teleporters because then somebody plants while everybody else waits outside the door.
Yeah. All right, looks like a big push into A here. Only Reyna going through bads, the rest through A short. Bunny coming through that U-Haul. Around the corner, Kelly putting down some damage, but does get picked off by Athena.
Yeah, right now F4Q looking pretty strong to start things off. We've got Secret scrambling to get to the other side of the map to try to help out right now. It's just the Jet and the Sky remaining.
Oh, gets the 3 judge shots there and takes down Chibop. Throwing the paint shells in as well.
And this is a necessary and I think for now expected 5th win for F4Q. Is, I mean, really pistols versus all these Spectres and the judge. I mean, just the number of players here, it's not realistic that you're going to win. Secret will poke out, try to get a kill, and force them to spend some more money to buy themselves into efficiency in the next round.
Ooh, Secret comes around the corner. Headshot.
Nearly gets 2
ton
kills.
Of damage there as well. Yeah, God Dead. I think he actually hit him in the head, but didn't quite get the kill.
But now is the round where Vandals and Phantoms are financially available here for Damwon Kia. And this is one that
loaded now.
If F4Q can power through this somehow, and I think this is a round that has to be proceeded with the utmost caution for them, this really will be the beginnings of the comeback.
For sure, for sure. 3 Spectres, a Bulldog, a Judge against Phantoms and Vandals. Both sides, heavy shields. Let's see if F4Q can do this. All right, actually,
yeah,
they just eat the Trailblazer.
They've got Ghost Rabies now.
It's funny, like Secret hits the Trailblazer. He's like, wait, I don't. What? It's like the dog that caught the car.
Yeah,
like, I don't know what to do.
Ah! Okay, a stealthy push up to A. Alladrone's gonna lead. They'll have the Reyna as the front man up there, trying to get some kills.
5-stack moving in. Uses the incendiary there to block it off a bit. Throwing down the Sky Smoke into U-Haul, but already past his Bunny.
Okay, and we're seeing a plant similar to what we saw from Damwon Kia onto A. Texture gets the nade off and kills Da. So they've already lost a player in the defense, but positions are not bad to try to control here.
The infiltration coming out, and Athena pops out, gets a big kill right there.
And some of these hops here with the Judge are completely insane. And that's going to be that. It looks like Texture will get the defuse. The expected and I think very needed win to mute the comeback has been achieved. The 10th win is on the board.
10-5. That is brutal. Let's see, though. I think F4Q can do a decent buy this round, can't they?
It's a pensive F4Q. I mean, yeah, for sure. The fourth round there, they can get a good buy. But, I mean, let's point out, that was down to 1 player remaining, which means it could have gone either way, right?
Yeah. Totally.
When all things are said and done. And I think, obviously, having that 6-9 is much better. But you could see here with the 10th win for Damwon Kia, they've just got to try to get a few more, and they're in the clear. F4Q, really, this is such an uphill fight for them.
We're not sure exactly where they want to go yet. The Spike just left over in the link. Kelly here trying to hold on to Baths. He's already spent some of his stuff there to push everyone back. It's just Reyna outside, though. Secret waiting just inside. Beautiful shot there with the Bucky. Taking down Athena.
And
is Bunny going to try it, too?
Oh. Shoulder peak does not identify that she's still there. You would expect the player with the Bucky to be there, but you don't know. People reposition, people reconfigure their defense.
Sure.
And we're going to have a slow push into A. We've got Reyna coming through showers. There is a Brimstone to stop that. Nobody in heaven right now. But they've got
much more forward position by the defenders.
And keep in mind that as Texture sees this, the judge player can pop out if need be.
Throws those paint shells after getting the headshot there on Goddead.
Oh my God,
man,
that's gonna connect.
And that was good. Gets blinded, realizes that someone's gonna be coming out, uses the showstopper for yet another kill.
And just an
awesome
excellent play there.
Yeah.
And an 11th win.
I love it. That was an awesome showstopper. What a smart move.
Yeah, I think it was a great idea. Is like they don't have that much time left, and when you start to see those smokes go down, okay, it's pretty clear they're going to go for this, unless they're doing some crazy reversal into B.
Well, if they hit you and they know you're blind, like of course they're going to come, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you blind them and then don't go.
Yeah.
This isn't bronze.
So you just get that setup, get that kill, and get that win. 11-5 now. This is getting worse and worse here for F4Q. Their heads are almost underwater. This time around, Bunny hoping to get a narrow kill here inside of U-Haul. Doesn't see anybody, doesn't kill anybody, and just barely is Hillman going to get away from that. And now we're on to A. The spike hasn't been planted yet, but the defending team, Kia, is in a position to try to defend this pretty well, it looks.
Kelly here coming around as that wears off. Oh my God, Texture with a couple kills coming around. A short from the other side.
Okay, and they're sending the boombot and they're trying to identify which corner are they in. And that was just an insane game that closes out with, you can see the spike planting team getting that victory.
All right, F4Q fighting back.
I gotta say, when I saw Texture coming at those angles and just
it
blowing
was such an angle that you would not expect.
Yeah, well, the fact that Texture was able to get all the way around from behind, they just didn't have that covered, but still amazing play there for F4Q. But again, F4Q needs game after game after game of that.
Yeah.
Or they're out.
Oh, certainly. They do not have much longer. Chibob was actually already... What?
I think we missed Chibob dying there. I think we were looking at the sky, and then we came back, and Chibob's gone. So
life is fleeting sometimes.
Yes, life is precious. So F4Q now in a 5 versus 4.
Look at that quick check by Athena. Oh, comes around the corner and killed off by Eugene there. All right, Eugene spotting everyone coming in.
Oh my gosh, that happens.
The shock bolt bounce.
Yeah. Oops, messing that shock vault up. They're going to come in here. There's 2 players just around the corner here, and now there's 0. Bunny getting the double kill with the judge.
So sick. Only Texture left over, a 1 versus 4.
Sometimes these players just getting these judge shots to connect.
I don't get it. How they kill people so quickly, the judge.
I mean, they're just, they're hopping, they're playing perfectly, frankly. This is going to be the 7th win here for F4Q. I mean, I think it's a fair round here for Damwon Kia to lose.
Yeah.
The problem is that Damwon Kia is so close to victory that, again, we need to have every round basically look like that last one there for F4Q.
Well, if we're starting from that last round, every round so far has looked like that. Now looking over on the side here of Damwon, see it's one of these cheapo rounds. We have some light shields. We have a couple Buckies, some Sheriffs. Let's see what they can make happen with this gun set.
So we've got the Owl Drone coming in here. Just sees one player hiding behind the boxes. And 5K immediately picks Kelly off in that.
Yeah, very good shot right there. All right, they're coming in. They're planting very, very quickly. Holding off on the showers, pulling back a bit. G-Bob here in that U-Haul gets picked off.
Eugene gets the revenge, killing off Athena. Bunny takes out Eugene in this back and forth. And now it's just going to be the Sky remaining.
Yeah, Da with a nice kill there.
Okay, and you can see hope building for F4Q. I mean, they're realizing, okay, this is actually starting to not look so bad. And a very annoyed Damwon Gaming Kia here.
Yeah.
Thinking, okay, this is not
they
our
should
story.
Be a bit. Yeah.
Is it a moon or a sun? What do you think?
That there is a sun, my friend.
Not a bright moon?
No, it's a bit too bright to be a moon.
Not a tiny sun? That orbits around this planet? You don't have an open mind at all, Artosis? No, tasteless. I know space drawings.
I do know space drawings, tasteless. There's one thing I know. It's not VALORANT, it's space drawings.
Now, looks like we've got, once again, Hunter's Fury being shot out here. Actually connected with some targets. Nice job by Goddead.
Chi-Bob awaits with the op.
Oh my God. Does not connect.
Nope.
And which side's gonna poke now? Looks like the Omen's gonna turn around. Again, the clock is going to propel F4Q somewhere. The question is where, and is this Jet gonna be there with the op ready to take him on? We're late enough in the second half that you do have to respect an opera that's holding an angle. If you have a rifle, I mean, maybe you'll get the headshot first, but you can't play like that. So they're going to have some kind of angle they come into here with.
Oh, I kind of like this. They're actually making it a little bit harder to infiltrate, but here they come running into A as quick as they can. Texture waiting behind. Oh, and gets shot down from throwing the paint shells. Hunter's Fury comes through. Some good dodges.
Okay, Secret getting the kill there on Goddead after killing off Athena as well.
Throws out the Seekers and pops around the corner.
Secret might just win this for the entire team. It's just one player left in showers. Never mind that. No one left in showers as Chi-Bob kills 5K with the op, putting the 12th win on the board. The finish line is in sight.
Yep, that's right. Match point here. Damwon, just one more. F4Q, I mean, they've started to fight back well. Can they keep their cool?
I mean, they're going to have to, again, just have a perfect streak from here on out, and then they have got the opportunity to prove themselves in overtime. I think right now it's really about covering all of your bases here.
Yeah.
If you're Damwon Kia, and really being smart, being patient, and realizing that a lot of these games can be turned on a dime and overstepping of any position, and particularly when they're on the defense here, right?
Yeah.
It's just hang back. Again, the burden is for them to attack into us, so let's be as efficient as possible. Let's not hold an angle too long if we need to. You can see this here, backing up a little bit. Look at Eugene here.
Wow.
It's
like damage.
Yeah,
paint shells. Ooh, all right, the trade there from Bunny.
Yeah, 4-4 though. I mean, they're going to try to come in here now to A, and there's only 2 players here to cover A for now. So U-Haul is going to immediately be controlled by the Omen and the Cypher. The Sova and the Reyna are going to be out on the outer end of A.
Yeah, Sova has the spike. Going to go ahead and try to plant 5K covering. Coming around the corner, but gets shot down by Texture. Texture throws out that showstopper, gets another kill onto Goddead. This is looking a little bit harder now.
Yeah, the bazooka just wiping out that last player. Spike is ticking away just around the corner as a Cypher. They're going to try to come from 2 different angles here. From behind, the Omen is...
Oh, but they get
oh my God, they got the defuse.
Yeah.
The idea was very cool, but it looks like the Cypher was too pulled back. They weren't sure which side.
Maybe they might have thought that he was going to stop the defuse or something and go hunting as well, but didn't do it. And Damwon going to take that one down. 13-8 was actually a pretty reasonable comeback, I think.
Yeah, that was impressive. F4Q, they were hanging on.
They were so
but
far
really,
behind, man. It was 9-2 at one point.
Yeah, we got to point out that you have a better round on the other half, and maybe it isn't so punishing the second time around. But they were just unable to control anything about Damwon Kia when they were on the offense there. And really, that's what allowed them to, with a back and forth there, close it out in the second half.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna switch sides.
Let's do that.
Well, not switch
We're gonna
switch maps.
Switch
rather.
to a new map.
Switch sides.
And they'll
as well.
switch sides on that map. Don't you worry. Artosis is actually still right.
Yeah.
It just hasn't happened yet.
No.
Now,
I live in all times at once, Stacey.
Yeah,
so it's hard for me to discern where the rest
Dr.
of people are.
Manhattan of esports.
Something
You've
like
experienced all of it at once, and so it's kind of hard to relate to mortals like us.
I was thinking more of the circular aliens from that.
What is that?
What's the name of that
movie? It was based off a short story.
Yeah.
They put their little tentacles up there.
Exactly.
And
that's
what
me.
is that called?
I love the book. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the name of the movie.
Arrival.
There you
yeah.
go.
I'm like,
I'm a circular alien from Arrival. I'm not the blue man. No, I'm not him.
Artosis is the aliens from Contact. Oh, terrible movie. I dressed up as Omen so you'd understand better. Like, oh.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now I get it. So, I gotta say, really just flexing on the attacker's side. They looked extremely potent.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see, what happens on Ascent. Or it's a very different map.
Yeah, Ascent. I mean, we see Ascent so often.
Yeah, I mean, the teleporters on Bind are a factor, but are not used as often. I mean, they basically, Riot's designed this to be kind of, it's a big deal if it's used. I mean, it's audible everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And also, well, there's two of them, so you can be a little bit confused about where, although the one that goes way around doesn't really get used.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to put you in a superior position.
Yeah.
Great map, though.
Yeah. It's like Texture and Goddead were the MVPs
Well,
for the teams.
definitely watching Texture play, there were so many moments where it's not just like he gets the angle, he gets the kill immediately. He just knows how to do it. I especially liked, it was actually a round they lost, but where he flanked from behind, pushing up a short.
Well, see here, the Damwon players happy with themselves. F4Q, not as much. That's Goddead right
I do want to point out, when we watched F4Q when they were in their homes and they were memeing and having fun, it's not the same vibe right now.
Yeah,
like
where are their fun glasses?
Yeah, they're feeling the pressure a little bit, and we'll see how they perform. Our next map is coming up in just a little bit, guys. Right now, it's Damwon Gaming Kia 1-0 versus F4Q in this best of 3. Hopefully F4Q can actually come back when we go to a map number 3. Anyways, we're going to find out about that after this short break. Do not go away.